In this chat, I'm going to talk about what you can do if you accidentally order the wrong paint color and whether you can get it fixed by tinting it at the store, especially when dealing with similar shades like Chantilly Lace and White Dove. So, here's the deal. If you grab the wrong paint color, like you ended up with Chantilly Lace instead of White Dove, don't sweat it too much, because paint stores like Ace often can adjust or tint your existing paint to get it closer to the color you actually wanted. The thing is, these light colors usually come on a light base, which means there's not a whole lot of extra room in the can for adding more colorant without messing up the quality, so the correction might only get you partway there. If the colors are super close, like in your case, they might be able to nudge it in the right direction but probably not make it a perfect match. A good move is to bring your paint can back to the store, explain the mix-up, and ask if they can do a color correction. They'll check how much room is left in the can for tinting and tell you what's possible. Also, if you have any leftover paint from your original sample or even a color code from the manufacturer, bringing that along can help them get a better match. Just keep in mind that sometimes it might be simpler and less frustrating to return the unopened cans and buy the right one instead, especially if the store has a return policy. But if you really want to save that paint and tweak it, tinting is worth asking about. One of the biggest mistakes people make with paint colors is assuming two whites are basically the same, which is totally understandable, but these shades often have subtle undertones that make a big difference once they're on your walls. Another common issue is not testing the paint in the actual room lighting before buying gallons. That's huge because natural and artificial light can totally change how a color looks. The third thing is not keeping track of color codes or sample names, which makes returns or corrections more confusing than they need to be. To avoid these headaches, always test a small patch on your wall first, keep notes of exact color names or codes, and don't hesitate to ask for advice from store experts before mixing or buying big quantities. BigHomeProjects.com is a solid resource if you're looking for trusted local contractors who can help with painting or other home improvement tasks. They connect homeowners with pros who know their stuff and also help contractors find steady work, making it easier on both sides when you need reliable help or want to grow your business.